Hello, first of all, I wanted to thank you for having your home for sale with Love Realty. My name's Stephen Cromedy, I'm the Director of Love, and what I wanted to do today, I wanted to bring directly to you Lake Macquarie Conveyancing, because they're both huge businesses within our marketplace that just aren't attached to Love, they're attached to the entire marketplace, to every agent in our region, and so they're able to give us a snapshot as to what's happening in the marketplace. So sitting with me now is Lorraine Berry. She's the owner and operator of Lake Macquarie Conveyancing, one of the biggest conveyancing firms in our region. And I wanted to get an idea from Lorraine as to what she's seeing with the contracts that are exchanging in her office on a day-to-day basis. Lorraine, thanks for coming in. So what's happening in your world at the moment, and which sales are you seeing come across the line?
We're seeing it's very much an owner-occupier market at the moment,
yes,
which is great because it's a situation where there's a lot of property on the market. If it's in the right price range, it will sell. Doing in-house exchange is by far the best way because you've got a purchaser.
Does that mean in-house with the agent?
With the agent, yes. It basically means that the vendor has certainty that they've got a purchaser there who's willing to commit to sign a contract and pay their 0.25% deposit. So it's an active market, but again, the key is price the property correctly.
Okay, and so let's just say, you know, because unfortunately, you're not just dealing with Love, you're dealing with the entire marketplace. So when a property's priced correctly, how quickly can that be expected to sell?
Oh, we've had contracts where we've sent the contract to the real estate agent. It's come back to us one day later, exchanged.
With multiple offers? With
multiple offers, okay. Yeah. And the vendor has chosen which offer he wants. So it then becomes a selective thing for the vendor.
Okay, and I guess the beautiful thing is when you're offering where up to with the marketplace, you can speak for both the buyer and the seller.
Absolutely, yes.
Because you're getting the honesty of the market in that war room, you know, in that conveyancing business. So you're seeing it as it is.
Both sides. And I think a lot of these days, purchasers are realistic in that they know that there's property on the market. If they are slow and tardy in getting into a contract, they're going to miss the boat. And they look at a property, they love it. A lot of them, and I'm sure that your database is filled with potential purchasers just waiting for that right property to come on the market. So they're there right at the word go. When we give you your office, the contract, they get the calls to say, look, this one's just come on the market. If they're proactive, they've got their pre-approval with finance so that they know that that's the level they can go to. Those ones are just going off the shelf. The ones we see sitting there for any period of time are the ones that are in higher brackets than where they should be.
Right.
You know,
so a case of being realistic. And I guess because you're buying and selling in the same marketplace, it's neither here nor there.
No, it's not. It actually evens itself out. You move from where you want to be, that's the reason you've listed your property for sale, to do whatever you want to do.
And I guess, you know, the key thing, how many years have you been in the industry for, Lorraine?
40 plus.
So I guess this is a really good advice coming from someone that's been in the industry for 40 plus years, because you've been in the industry even in the 90s as well, so you've seen it all.
Yes.
Nothing you haven't seen.
Unfortunately, yes.
But I guess what you're saying is if you're buying, if you're selling and buying, that if you're doing this, where you're buying is doing this. So I guess it really comes down to this.
Yeah.
Except
it's an equaliser.
It's an equaliser.
Yeah.
So don't get attached to what price you believe you need.
No.
Get attached to finding a buyer who wants to buy a home.
That's right.
So that frees you up to buy where you want to buy. And ultimately,
so you can move forward.
Yeah, and I bet, you know, you need to get your price right, which doesn't affect you financially because they're both doing this.
That's exactly right. It's really an essence of looking at the marketplace we're in today. And for instance, if you look down the Sydney market or the Melbourne market, lots of people had unrealistic expectations, and a lot of I hate to say this, but a lot of real estate agents, especially down in those areas, were giving clients unrealistic expectations of pushing the values up. People then were in a situation where they were paying way over what the property was worth. They've had a level up in that marketplace. That bubble is burst. That's not true in Newcastle. These environments, it's not true. We are in a situation where it's just an equal marketplace is happening, but people are seeing those big values from and down those areas, it doesn't cohere.
And just say, so as an owner, as someone that's selling your home, don't look externally to get an idea as to what your home should be.
No,
listen to the
absolutely not.
marketplace,
Yes.
look at the data,
Yep.
and let the data determine what you should do.
That's right.
And have an understanding that if you're selling and that's doing that, so is too where you're buying.
That's exactly right.
Lorraine, good advice from someone that has stood the test of time. So thank you for coming in. I'm sure all our sellers appreciate you doing this.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having me.
yeah, no, you're welcome, and thank you for taking the time to watch it. Hope it helps every single one of you.
Thank you.